But the Patriots, what do the Patriots need to do to win this game?
What they've been doing all year. They played very sound, opportunistic football. Defensively, they played extremely well. They've gotten turnovers. They've pressured the quarterback. They've been a don't-break defense. Offensively, I can't imagine anyone saying anything negative about Drake May. I don't know him, don't know a lot about him, but I think he's played exceptionally well over and beyond what I'm sure even the execs at the Patriots would have expected him to play at this point in his career, which is his second year. He can make all the throws. The guys seem to love playing for him and with him. So I think that, this is only speculation, but Vrabel tells the team, guys, do what we've been doing. We're not going to change. It's gotten to this point, and we just got to play smart football and not turn it over. And when we have opportunities to make plays, we got to make them.
And the Seattle Seahawks are, I would say, on the opposite end of the spectrum. No one would have thought we would see the Patriots, the Seahawks, but their defense is so underrated. And we talked about this in the podcast a few weeks back. They quietly crept up and just got in there. And as you, to your point, is this was kind of a wide open NFC. Like it was just a free for all. Seattle was able to get it done. Something that I saw that impressed me with the Seattle's defense was on 4th and 4 when they were playing the Rams. Matthew Stafford read it wrong, and he thought he was going to be rush, but they only rushed 2, and they dropped 9 back into coverage, and then that 4th and 4 went incomplete. But what is it about the Seattle Seahawks defense? And even with Sam Darnold, I mean, I think he's a little underrated going into this as well.
Well, I think his whole career has been underrated. I mean, think about this. He won 14 games last year, or was a quarterback that won 14 games last year at Minnesota, and they let him go. Here we are. He's won 14 plus games and has them in the Super Bowl. At some point, someone's got to say, this kid could play. I don't suspect there's a chance in hell that Seahawks will let him go anytime soon. They found their guy. I'm happy for Sam. I don't know Sam. I've met him before, but I really don't know him. But how can you not pull for him? I'm sure Patriot fans are not pulling for him. But I think people understand what he's been shipped off everywhere he's been. But I was happy to see him play well and win the other day, even though I like Stafford and like the way he's played for a long time. But getting back to Seahawks defense, I think first and foremost, what really is really good about them is they're good against the run, very good against the run. And if you can stop the run, then you got a fighting chance. They get after the quarterback. A lot of guys, and I'm not knocking these guys, but it could be their motto. We're a lot of no-name guys that you haven't heard of.
Exactly.
But they get after you. And what I've always looked at as a player, and then looking back as a former player, if I were coaching or if I were the GM, I would want a guy whose motor never quits. I don't want the guy that can bench press 600 pounds and squat. I want the guy whose motor never quits, because that is ultimately is what's going to save your team, either a game or a season. Running down a guy, tackling him on the 5-yard line, and then they don't score. And you could easily say, let the guy score and not running down. Well, he was going to score. They were going to score in. Effort wins you games.